What is up, guys? Wunzy Gaming here, and I logged on and saw that we had some balance updates. Now, I haven't taken a full look at these yet. I've heard the rumors, kind of seen some things here and there, but one thing I did see is that Quarter Creeper was touched up. Shocker. I mean, if you didn't see that one coming, um, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what they did. I was actually going to post a video today about what I think they're gonna do, because I thought this would be on Tuesday, but this is coming Tuesday, but I thought we weren't even gonna see it until Tuesday, but they told us what they're doing today, so we're gonna take a look. Now I see right here this is Bone Marrow now costs 8 mana up from 7. I don't know if they've done anything else for him, maybe making him like a 4/4 or something, or a 5/4, so I don't know, but I could already tell you that if you didn't see that one coming either, that one definitely was on its way. So we're gonna go down. Bone Marrow now costs 8 mana up from 7. I think this is fine, and I think it's still going to see plenty of play. I really don't think this is going to affect its seeing play level at all, its playability, if you will. I think this is still gonna see plenty of play. It's still a very powerful creature. I just think its mana matches its rarity and its power. I just think all of that lines up perfectly now. It actually might even be a little better, and hear me out, with Shadow with Anduin. Like, now you don't do your turn 7 Bone Marrow into a turn 8 Anduin. Now they can turn 8 Anduin and they could jump a Bone Marrow right on them. I'm just trying to think of things that, line up with it now. Let's see what we got here. Corridor Creeper now has 2 attack down from 5. Due to the way that Quarter Creeper's mana cost reduction works, it causes big swings based on whether or not it happens to be in the hand at the start of the game. I don't like this one. This one I'm not a big fan of. Now I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think this is a bit heavy-handed. I think this is I think this is a bit heavy-handed. I think it's still going to see play in the decks that it's already been seeing play in. I think aggro is still going to play this card. I don't think they play 2 now. I think you cut it down to 1. But a 0 mana or a 1 mana or a 2 mana 2/5 is still pretty damn good. This is what I think should have happened, though. I think, and this comes back to what I said earlier about the Bone Marrow and rarity. This power level right here, I don't think matches an epic. I really don't. I think that's a pretty poor power level to what an epic is. This is going to cost you 400 dust to make. I don't think that power level matches an epic at all. What I think they should have done, at the very least, maybe make this 8 mana, bump the base mana up to 8, maybe even 9. Like, still would have been playable at that point. And I think you drop the toughness and the power down, making it either a 4/4 or making it like a 4/3, something like that. Something that would put it in lightning bolt range. I think keeping the power up is still gonna, because this card is definitely a card that aggro should use to battle against control. That's what this looks like. I think making it a 4/3 still makes it get beat by Duskbreaker and Lightning Bolt and these other control-y kind of cards that these decks kind of run, while not making them so powerful. I think making it a 2/5, it's just pretty bad, because we'll go back to Duskbreaker. If they drop a Duskbreaker, this thing dies to it in the crackback attacking the Duskbreaker still survives. I don't see this as something. I just really don't like this one. I think this is a bit heavy-handed. I don't think that the power level matches the rarity. I disagree with this one. Like I said, I don't think 2/5 is the way to go. 4/3, maybe even 4/4, like the common Nerubian one. That's mana cost comes down as it's in your hand. Each turn. I think something like that. I just don't. I don't like this one. I think it needed to be nerfed. Don't get me wrong. It's not me defending the card, but I don't like that nerf. I saw Raz right there. I knew that was coming. Patches, the pirate, no longer has charge. As we move closer to the Hearthstone year, we had some concerns about allowing Patch to remain in his current state after moving out of Standard. Okay, so why not wait for him to move out of Standard then? This change should give Wild players more than have this effect only happen in Wild. This isn't terrible. I don't know if I'm the only one here, but I've definitely played a pirate on turn 1 and forgot to attack my patches because I'm bad. I think this is fine, not giving him charge. You still get the power level of dropping a pirate and getting 2 dudes. I think this is fine. It makes it worse, obviously, in those situations where you're like, okay, I could drop this pirate, send my pirate into their 2/2, or send my patches into their 2/2 because I dropped a South Sea Captain or I had a prince. Obviously, it makes those situations worse. But all in all, I think you're still getting a free card for just playing a archetype. So I still think this is solid. I think this is fine. I don't think this is heavy-handed. I don't think this is too much. I think this is just right. I had heard one of my buddies, I'm in a group, he had said maybe play 2 pirates to summon him. I think that would make the card completely unplayable, if I'm completely honest with you. I think that would just make it horrible. I think this is much better. I think this is fine, and I don't see any issue with this nerf whatsoever. Raza, the Chained, now reads, Battle Cry, if your deck has no duplicates, your hero power costs 1 this game. Now, this is the one I will admit that I did see, because I saw people freaking out about it across, in that group I'm in, and people upset, Priest players upset. Now, here's the thing. There have been times, plenty of times, that I have won. I play this deck. It's not my main deck, but I do play this deck. There have been plenty of times that I've won without getting Raza. It just happens. Like, you just win. The deck is powerful on its own. I think what this does is it makes it less insane. That OTK, that was insane. It's non-interactive. You don't get to even play your opponent doesn't get to play the match. This is way different. This involves a different deck building, and I believe this is going to change a lot of things. Now, here's my thoughts. I think Raza Priests are going to be forced to play more minions now. I believe that Dragon Raza Priest that's been running around for the past week or two, I believe that's going to be the go-to list. I think you need minions now to combat minions. I think that's the main thing. So you're going to run your Twilight Drakes, you're going to run your Duskbreakers, you're going to run the I forgot his name, the 5/6 that you get a card. You're definitely going to be running that. I believe you're going to be running the guy that if you're holding a dragon, you swap, a Scalebane. I think these are cards you're going to be running. I think you're going to run 5, maybe 6 dragons in your list now. And I just think that you're going to transition to that. Anduin's still going to be the plan A, but you have a really solid plan B, and you have a good way to deal with minions on the battlefield. With this change too, I believe that aggro decks are going to be pretty happy with this, because a lot of times with the aggro lists, they were spending their Anduin turns just killing off your minions. They can't really do that anymore. They can, but it's not as effective as it used to be. A lot of people were saying, is High Priest Velen, is he still even going to be played in the list? Absolutely. I think there's no reason not to run him. That's ridiculous. You're still going to absolutely run Velen, just for the crazy upside of what he does with your Mind Blasts and just the hero power in general. But I just think the deck is going to absolutely need to transition into more of a minion heavy deck. Not minion heavy, but minion heavier. 5, 6 dragons with your Raza. Maybe you go with less card draw, because the combo's not going to be as prevalent and as insane as it was before. But I believe that this is a much needed change. Let's see. We got nothing else. Huh. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about other things that I think I thought there would be more changes than that, to be completely honest with you. I did see this top comment here. He says, should have given patches the Battlecry charge so players don't get screwed by drawing him. I actually like that. I think that would be better. But, I don't know. It's a swingy card as well, so it's kind of one of those things. It's like, well, that's kind of what the card is. It's a high-risk, high-reward card. Here is what I think as well. I am a bit concerned that Q block did not get touched at all in these balancing. Now I understand it hasn't been as restricting, but Q block is one of those decks that you kind of do whatever you want and your opponent can't really do anything, especially certain decks. They just can't beat that deck. When you start getting the train rolling, when you have a Blood Reaver Gul'dan in your hand, and you drop your Skull on 5, and then you drop a Void Lord on 6, and then you drop a cube on 7, you kill that cube, or you copy that cube, and then you kill both of them. Like, the deck has a tendency to kind of roll on its own, and your opponent just can't do anything. You make 4 Doom Guards, and then you Blood Reaver Gul'dan. As far as changes to that deck, I was thinking that the Skull, maybe the durability goes down as you drop a demon. Maybe it has 2, you keep it at 3, the 3 durability that it has, or maybe 2, and each time you drop a demon from your hand, the durability gets notched by 1. Something like that, I think, would balance it a little bit more and make it so that they're not just dropping craziness nonstop. That's not going to stop it, though. I do think as well that Void Lord, I don't even know how to... Void Lord itself is a very powerful card. I don't know how they can balance that card. I was thinking make it not a demon because Gul'dan brings them all back, but it does kind of screw them as well because of them turning into 3 Void Walkers. So if you can kill those Void Walkers off and then they Gul'dan, they might just get nothing but a board of Void Walkers. So it does kind of have a downside. But one suggestion was Gul'dan shouldn't bring back all demons. It should bring back like 3, 4, or even 5 random demons that died that day. I think, or that game. I think that would be much better, exponentially better. But until we see what that deck does, I believe that's going to be a deck that's going to be heavily represented in the meta going forward. So your silence cards are going to be huge going forward. This is just my opinion. I think Spellbreakers are going to be in your deck. You might even run a combination of Spellbreakers and Owls if you're not Priest. If you're Priest, obviously you'll run Spellbreakers with your silences. I believe that that's going to be very important. Discard Rogue might see a lot of play as well now. Because that deck in particular is very weak to that deck because the Q block usually isn't doing anything for the first few turns. Something here and there, but it's usually tapping. We'll go ahead and we'll see what happens with the meta. I'm very excited about these changes. Like I said, just a few of them I didn't agree with. I don't agree with the Corridor Creeper change. I do agree that it needed to be nerfed. 100% not denying that. But I feel like it's a bit heavy-handed. This one I was fine with. Passes I was fine with. Raza, fine with. And Bone Mare, fine with, obviously. So 3 out of 4 ain't bad. If you guys agree with my stuff, feel free to let me know down in the comments. If you disagree or you had suggestions, maybe you thought, hey, that was a good idea, or maybe this would be a better idea, feel free to put them down in the comments. 100% open with that. Also, if you haven't already, please like, please subscribe. It helps the channel out so much. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I hope to catch you guys at the next one. I'm gonna be doing more Hearthstone, more Heroes of the Storm, more WoW. I'm gonna try to open up the spectrum out to everything that I can. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys at the next video.